There's a trick I use whenever I need to share a photo online or upload a photo to an AI system that is common amongst the security community, but may not be well known elsewhere. And it's a very simple trick, and it's how to remove metadata from your photos. So you may or may not know that when you take a photo on your phone, a bunch of stuff gets embedded into the photo. So there's the date and time that you took the photo. And then there's often the place that you took the photo with specific GPS coordinates. So I'm going to show you on my phone right now how to first edit the photo that you're going to upload before you upload it to social media, before you text it to somebody, before you upload it to ChatGPT, how to take that data out just to increase your privacy, even if just a little bit. So let's look at my phone together. Okay, so here on my phone, we have a photo of my lunch that I had when I was in Dallas last, when I went on a Allie Beth Stuckey's podcast. After the podcast, I went to this Vietnamese restaurant in Dallas. And let's say I wanted to upload this photo somewhere, but for some reason, and I'm going to use this photo as an example, but for some reason, maybe it's a photo that's actually in my house or something, and I don't want anybody to know where I live. So I'm going to look at what's in the background of the photo. Can my location be determined? So as I scroll through the photo, on the left side of the photo, there is my chopsticks. And on the chopsticks are a wrapper that says the name of the place I'm at. So the first thing I'm going to do is crop the photo to take the name of the place out. So I'm just going to pretend that for some reason this Vietnamese restaurant is a private place. It's a secret Vietnamese restaurant, and I don't want anybody to know where it was. So I'm going to take that out and then crop out all the background. And so now you can't tell the name of the place. Now comes the good part about removing the location. So down at the bottom of the screen is a little I button, and this will be similar on Android as well. The same thing applies for Android and iPhone. And if I tap on that, you can see the date and the time. You can see what kind of camera I used, which is my iPhone 15 Pro, which lens I used, and then the location. Now, there's a thing called adjust at the bottom right of the location piece. If I tap on adjust, I can then choose no location. So that's what I do. And now you can see that the map in the photo is gone. Now, another thing that tech companies do is they follow your timeline. So they know that if you logged on to ChatGPT or Facebook and it captured your GPS location in their app at 1 p.m., and then you took a photo at 1:02 p.m., and you removed the location information from your photo, they already know where you were. So another thing I like to do sometimes is I'll actually edit the date and the time in the photo in order to confuse the algorithms so that they can't reverse engineer where I was based on the time. So I'm going to tap on adjust for the time, and we'll just pick a random date. So the adjusted date, so this photo was taken on January 20th. I'm going to move it to January 14th, and we'll just pick a couple hours later in the day. And we'll even choose a different time zone. So let's do, that one was in Dallas. So we'll do New York. We'll make it Eastern time. And we'll say adjust. And so now my photo doesn't have any labels that indicates where I was. And if I look at the metadata of the photo, it shows a time and date that would confuse an algorithm, and it has no location. So now when I share this photo, the third parties that I put the photo on, because remember, when you upload photos to somebody else's servers, they don't belong to you anymore. So now when I'm going to give away my information to strangers, I have reduced the attack surface. I have reduced the amount of information that they could use against me. Now, does it matter if anybody knows where I had Vietnamese food? Probably not. Over a course of uploading hundreds of photos over the course of a year or 2 or 5 or 10 years, because remember, Facebook has been around since 2007. What story do those photos tell? And what story does all the location data tell if you string it all together? So it's hard to be perfectly private. In fact, it's impossible if you use the internet to be perfectly private. But if you stop feeding the machine a little bit and you remove little bits of data, you make it a lot harder for the machine to violate your privacy. And so it doesn't hurt to do that. So every time I share a photo, I do those things. So I hope that was helpful.